We'll get started with Gotham FC head coach Juan Carlos Amoros. Juan Carlos, a tie result today, but also some celebration afterwards. Just talk about today.
Yeah, well, I think again playing our first home game it was very important for us. Finally, it's been a long time, and the fans again they were amazing. I think we started the game a bit slow, but we grew into it towards the end of the first half. We spoke about how we needed to be better on the second half and be ourselves, and I think the second half really shows who we are again. I was very pleased, probably as well with the last 10 minutes of the first half, but especially the second half. I think the players were amazing. Probably we should have scored again more goals, but that is the way. This is a very long season. We know that. We have had again a lot of players coming in almost last minute a couple of days ago, and the team, how they played, how they performed, how they engaged with the public, it was amazing. So credit to them. No.
All right, we'll start taking questions. Just raise your hand if you're question. Jonathan, Courtney, Tess.
Jonathan Lehman, New York Post. I wanted to ask what you're seeing from Tierna. Decision to give her the armband, and also tonight playing outside back, and then coming inside. What she's bringing to the team.
Yeah, well, Tierna, he got the armband because the way we do it, the players voted for her, which I think is credit to herself, being so young and so new in the team. She's already making an impact. There is also the group of people on that leadership team, but unfortunately they couldn't play today, or they weren't on the pitch, so that's why Tierna played, and I'm extremely happy. I think her present, her future. She's a very special player, and is also a very special person. So I was very happy that she got to wear the armband again. And then in terms of on the ball, in terms of the positioning, obviously since we played the last game, we've done a lot of work. I think Maitana and Sam, they did an amazing work in that positions, and they played really good with Neely in front as a 6. And when Tierna came back, we thought of her. She's a very special player as well on the ball to help us going forward. So that's why she started the game there. Then we made some adjustments at halftime that we thought could help the team. Obviously, Neely getting booked is something that the way we play, taking so many risks, is always dangerous. And then we decided to move, obviously, Mai to the right and give, put Jenna in the team, and Crystal. That's our strength. Our strength is the fantastic roster we have, the fantastic group of players, and they all need to be ready to play, and that's what we showed today. So credit to every single one of them, because when we choose lineups, we always work on meritocracy. Is that a word in English? Yeah, meritocracy, and. Everyone needs to push, and that's what they are doing. I think you could see that tonight, and the future is bright.
Courtney.
I want to ask about Eliezer. It seems like she's taken basically no time to adjust to this league, where sometimes you see international players come in and it'll take them a few games, and she just seems to light the league on fire. So just talk about her performance.
Yeah, I think with Esther, what is very special for her compared maybe to other players is that that maybe are adapting quick into the league, is that her strength is not the physical aspect, no? Like, she's not extremely quick, and she's a very intelligent player. She's a world-class player. She's a world champion, and played so many games for Spain, for Real Madrid, Pichichi, or top goal scorer in Spain for a very long time. But her adaptation is credit to herself, the work that she does every day, and the work that the teammates do. I think is very important in the adaptation of Esther, how comfortable she feels because of the group of people that we have. It happened last year, it happens now. And then we can see it. Today, I think probably that was her chance. It was obviously something we work on at training, and what a header, no? So, yeah, fantastic. And credit to her, but also credit to the team and the staff, because, we're trying to facilitate this integration not only for her. It's still quite new, but for another 8 players now, and I think things are going good.
Tess.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Tess from New York One.
Hello.
Gotham has such a depth to its roster. Even today we saw that. I feel like you're at the level where every sub is a super sub. So what option does that give the team moving forward in the league?
Yeah, for us it's a game by game. I think that we're getting into that position because of the work we do. I think there is obviously players that have that role, if you want, of super sub, but then also a lot of players that maybe don't have that international name or that are a different profile that they are earning it while they are here, and that's something we take a lot of pride. No, we want to help the players that are already on that stage to keep growing, and we want to help the players that are getting there, that are not on that stage yet, sometimes because of her age or her experiences. And I think that's my job as a coach with Jesus, with the rest of the staff, is to help every single one of them to be the best version of themselves, to help each other, to push each other, and to create the best team possible. No?
John?
Juan, just talk about two players. Yasmin, I thought she was strong in possession, made some really dangerous runs, especially down the left-hand side. And when you brought Jenna on, I thought she provided some real good energy. So could you just talk about how you thought those two performed?
Well, I think just again, probably one of those players that's growing a lot. Amazing performance, no? Because if you look at her, she played as a 7, then she started the second half as a 10. She finished the game as an 8. She played on 3 different positions. She was growing. She was everywhere. She was, especially the second half, winning challenges. Like when Jasa stays connected with the game, and that's something we speak a lot, her and myself. Her quality is very special, and I'm very happy because she really cares as well. She really cares about this team, about her teammates, about this club, and that's how with performances like today. She's a winner. And then the same with Jenna. I think Jenna is now in a new period of her career. Obviously, she's starting to go internationally a lot, and here and there, and that takes also an adaptation. It's not easy when you start having less days off and adapting to 2 different systems, to how many players. We have 26, they will have another 25 different players. Like you play with 50 different people, no tendencies, train less with the team, and she's doing fantastically well. Obviously today, she took on that role, she saw who she is, she's a winner, she helped the team, she executed really well what we asked her defensively. She put a lot of crosses. Sometimes we look at the result, but I think it was Jenna the one crossing it for that header of Katie that bounce off the line. Those little details that make the difference. So very, very happy with both of them, and I'm very, very proud of Jenna making that step into the national team and going in that new position still for her from last year, and doing really well. So for me, 2 players that I feel really proud of.
All right, Michael, and then Carrie, and then
You talked a little bit already about the depth of the squad. Can you just tell me broadly about the sense of pride that you have, the sense of pride that runs through the organization to have the kind of investment that ownership has made into the team, not just the players, but also the facilities, trying to make this team, this club, like a destination for some of the world's best talent. So, tell me about your level of pride in that and the energy within the organization tied to that.
I think that is a very good question, because when I came, that was one of the reasons of why I came. I felt that here everyone wanting to put in the same direction, and that direction is something that obviously on the football side I need to do with Yael, with the help of Jesus, with the rest of my staff, the rest of the people that works behind the scenes, and they've been fantastic. The ownership with Ed, and then the rest of the owners that were before, the new owners with obviously Caroline and Emily and Ryan, the people that works behind the scenes. I think it's a very enjoyable place to work. I think we all have working organizations where there is this connection between different departments, different people, and that obviously doesn't bring success. But what they are doing is they are facilitating everyone to do our jobs the best we can. We are still growing because that's where we are, but I think we are growing in the right direction, and for that you need leaders with a real idea, and I think that's who they are.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Carrie.
Carrie Anderson, but I'm curious. I remember when you first came to Gotham last year, both you and your players talked a lot about a lot of your strategy revolved around establishing really clear rules for everyone when they're doing on the field. And I'm wondering how you and the team have had to adjust to that when you have such a deep roster.
Well, I think it's the same. We have the same. In fact, now available players there is less. We brought a few people that was injured from last year that hopefully they will be back soon. Some of the players haven't been able to play. And I think we are adapting well. We need a bit of time still because it's what it is. We have a lot of players that go away and we need to adapt and come back, and I think that now we're going to enter this period after this week where, we play at home, we can get on the mood, on the flow of training and playing and training and playing, which is something that really hasn't happened yet. And for me, it's a privilege and an honor to direct these players. It was a privilege and an honor to direct the players from last year as well. Obviously, there was players retiring, players going to other clubs. The group was fantastic. And I'm gutted that some of them couldn't be today to pick up the ring. But, I'm very excited to keep working with this group of players as well. They are very special. They are winners. They're really willing to learn. And every day at training is fantastic. So, very excited for what the futures will bring here.
Peyton?
Hello.
Peyton Skeels, She Plays Inc. You were able to significantly limit the chances, opportunities that Kansas City got in that second half. Obviously, you made the subs at the half. I know Neely was on the yellow card, but kind of what your thinking was going into that, if those were pre-planned, or if that was kind of a response to how they kind of were able to get a lot out of the first half.
Yeah, a fantastic question. I think that was credit again to the work we've done during the weeks. I think Kansas came here being the best team in the league, scoring an amazing amount of goals and creating a lot of chances. I think today it was in a couple of counterattacks at the beginning. That Chawinga had that chance and then the goal. But from that moment, a few situations we should have been better to clear the box. But I think we dominated the game. I think playing a team with so many tools like they have and that they are coming on and they've won 3 games out of 3. This is the first time they don't win. I think it's credit to the defensive work of the team. I think the first 25 minutes we should have done better, but from then, really, we started to grow into the game. And, I haven't had the time today to check the statistics, but I'm sure we got more into the box, we dominated. That's who we want to be, and that's the way. So credit to the players for executing the game plan, but we need to be more consistent throughout the whole game. Yeah, I was waiting, Jenna. You were taking a while today.
No, I was giving everyone else a chance. 2 questions. First, you guys had a very tough start to the season with your Portland, North Carolina, Kansas City. How relieved are you to have gotten past this part of the season and now, like you mentioned, get into more of the groove where you don't have the She Believes Cup or anything else and you can kind of start focusing in and take on these next slew of games, obviously with the caveat that any team in this league could win on any day?
Yeah, well, obviously, every team in this league is very dangerous, but it's true, Like last year, North Carolina, Portland, when I saw the schedule, I was like, wow, we finished the league playing quarterfinal, semifinal away, and we started the league playing the same teams away again, both of them, which I didn't really, I was like, okay. So we went to Portland. I think we saw everything we have. We won that game, fantastic. I think in North Carolina, we played really well, and now here, we started slow, but then we played really well. So I think very happy with how these 3 big challenges we've done, without forgetting obviously the game against San Diego, which is another very, very good team. But yeah, I'm very happy with the performance, especially given the limited time that we have had with the whole group to work, the players that are out of the team, how people is adapting to new positions, new roles. Fantastic job from the team. I'm very, very pleased with how these days have gone and what is about to come. But next week, Washington comes on the back of winning 3 games in a row, if I'm not wrong. So, and we play them away. So always exciting, this league. I love it.
And then super quick follow-up. 1, how much do you love your ring? And 2, how special was it to see Mana, Sabrina, Ali, have them also be able to come back and share in this moment?
Yeah, obviously, I love my ring because it shows the work that we've done, the staff, the players last year to get this is very special. I think it's, by the way, a very, very special tradition from the United States, and I think that's something that it makes this country different to any other, and it's something I like. But then it's also important that this is where we come from, and that's what we want to do. That's where we want to go against. That we're here to compete, to win, to be ourselves. It's gonna be very difficult, but we're gonna, I always say that I said to the players, they live every day, like blood, tears, their heart on the pitch. They pay attention to every detail, and for me, doing that every day is the best way to succeed. So yeah, let's see. Time will tell. Is that everything?
That's it. Thank you, Juan Carlos.
Yeah. Thank you guys always for covering the game.